Hello, it is your girl Kai, and I am back with another video, okay? So as you guys can see from the title, today I will be giving some tips for the upcoming semester. If you are in college, then y'all know the semester is about to start. Spring semester is on the way, or maybe some of y'all already started, I'm not sure, but my semester doesn't start until January 11th, which is Monday, which is right around the corner. So I remember in the past, one of my subscribers had mentioned this to me for a video idea, and I never did it, so I thought, why not now? And as you guys may know or may not know, I think I've mentioned this before, this semester is going to be my last semester of classes. Hallelujah. This is going to be my last semester of classes. I only have 3 more classes to take, and I'm taking those 3 classes this semester. And then in the summer, I do my internship and I graduate. Your girl will have secured her degree, okay? So there was no better time than now to do this video. Give y'all some tips on how to have a successful semester, how to come out of the semester with A's, baby, okay? So I think I have like 9 tips, 8 or 9 tips here that I wrote down that I'm going to be sharing with y'all. So let's get into the video. So my first tip is to write everything down. Literally write every single assignment down. Write down any important dates or any reminders that you need to remember for each class. So literally get like a planner, get a whiteboard, get a cork board where you could write on sticky notes and stick it on there. Like get anything tangible where you can physically write down your assignments. I just feel like for me, writing something down physically is better than typing it in my notes. So write down everything, and I would say write down all of your assignments either by month or by the week, so that you can know what to look forward to. I know for me, weekly works better. So like I literally just bought this planner for this semester, and so like how the planner has like the whole month, I will go through and write each assignment, the day it's due, for each class, but also before each week, like maybe that Sunday or that Monday, depending on kind of like when assignments were due, I would go in each day and write down what was due for that week, so that I can know what to look forward to. And also kind of when I write it, I just write it with like a box next to it, so that I can just check off when it was done. So that's my first tip. Write everything down. Write it down. Write it down. Do not depend on your mind to remember. And I just feel like even writing stuff in our phones sometimes does not, at least it does not always work for me. So I would just suggest to write it down. So tip number 2, I would say, is try to stay ahead of your assignments and submit them in advance. So I know that probably is not always able to work for everybody. And if you're anything like me, I am a huge procrastinator, okay? Procrastinator is my middle name. Like, I'm a huge procrastinator. But that's not always good. But I do try to get ahead on my assignments when I can, and I would definitely suggest that, because like looking ahead and tackling things before they're due, it gives you more free time. It helps you stay on track, and you're always gonna be like ahead of the game. You're gonna be one step ahead of the game, and that like in return gives you some free time for yourself. It gives you like a little time to just relax because you've gotten things in. Or if you want to be even more proactive, then now that you have more free time, you could get ahead on more things, you know? So just really try to just stay a little bit ahead of the game. Even if it's like maybe submitting it 2 to 3 days in advance. Even if you can't get it like ahead in like a week in advance, just stay ahead of the game as much as possible, because in the end it will save you time and it'll just really help you like when it's down to crunch time. You won't be so stressed out and stuff like that. So my third tip would be to batch together similar assignments. So like, if you know each week you always have discussion posts due for all your classes, you always have quizzes due for all your classes. I know like for me last semester, for a couple of my classes, I always had like reflection journals due or things like that. So pick a day where you're like, okay, today I'm literally gonna tackle all of my discussion posts for each class. And then maybe tomorrow I'm going to do all of my quizzes. You know, whatever assignments that you have similar for each class, or that assignments that may like take around the same time or things like that, try to do them all at the same time. Try to set aside a time to tackle all of your similar assignments together. So it's kind of like grouping together those assignments kind of like allows you to kill two birds with one stone. You know, you're getting more than one assignment done, plus it's for more than one class. So I think that's a pretty good idea. My fourth tip is do not be afraid to reach out to your professors for help or for assistance, or if you got something going on, you know, you need a little bit more time or you need an extension or whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid to reach out to your professors, because sometimes they will be a little bit more understanding than we expected them to be. Like, and especially just like within this pandemic, my professors at least have just been super understanding. They've been giving just so much grace and just really working with me, and I'm pretty sure all of my other classmates, because they understand, you know. And 9 times out of 10, they will be willing to work with you and help you out. Like, I know I used to be hesitant to like reach out to my professors because I feel like, oh, everybody's probably reaching out to them, or they probably get tired of students crabbing or not turning in stuff or this, that, and the third. But literally don't think that. Just ask for whatever you need help with, or whatever it is that you may be needed from them, and just wait their response. You know, you never know if you don't ask. So do not be afraid to reach out to your professors and talk to them about whatever may be going on. So my next tip that goes along with reaching out to your professors is try to make friends, or at least have like a few classmates that you talk to, you have their numbers or whatever the case may be, so that you can reach out to them for help on an assignment, or if you missed the class and you need notes or what happened that day, you can have somebody in the class. Because for certain things, you know, we may be a little hesitant to reach out to our professor about, or certain things it may just be easier to reach out to a classmate about. And classmates are usually more laid back and relaxed than the professor, and will be more willing to give you what you need, you know. And that is something else that also really helped me last semester. You know, you have group projects or group assignments or whatever in the class, take their number down and don't be afraid to hit them up about something else, because that really helped me out. I found that a lot of my classmates were more friendlier than I expected, and they understand that we're all college students and we are all just trying to get by. We're all trying to pass that test. We're all trying to get that assignment through. And I've literally reached out to them. They've reached out to me, and we literally helped each other get through the semester, you know. So try to just get to know a few of your classmates, or have their numbers, so that you can have somebody to reach out to throughout the semester. So my sixth tip is to be, when you have a busy week, like full of assignments to complete, start with the hardest or the longest task first. Do not save it for last. Like, knocking out what's more tedious or whatever in the beginning gives you breathing room in the end. So like, if you're pressed for time and due dates are winding up, it's easier to sit down and do an assignment that's going to take you 20 or 30 minutes versus an assignment that's going to take you 2 or 3 hours or longer. So really try to just knock out the hardest and longest assignments first, because in the end you will have more breathing room and just more wiggle room. My next tip, while I'm on the topic of large assignments, is to, when you have big assignments, try to look at them ahead of time so that you can map out, like, slowly working on them before the due date, so that it's not so overwhelming, like when the due date is approaching. So, like, you will want to map it out so that you can do, a little bit each day. And it's like you can literally just work on it in small pieces so that when the time comes down to submit it, you don't have this whole project to do. So if you have like a research paper or something, like, literally one day just start with like, okay, I'm gonna find my article. And then the next day, I'm gonna write my introduction paragraph. The next day, I'm gonna find all my sources. Then the next day, I'm gonna just write the next paragraph. Then the next paragraph, the next day. Something like that, just however it can work for you. Try to look ahead at that large assignment and break it down into days so that you're literally working on it over a span of time. Because remember, you're also gonna have other assignments in the midst of that large assignment. So it's like you can find time to work on that large assignment a little bit today while you're also working on something else that's coming up soon, And then it's like, by the time that large assignment is about to be due, you're already like 90% complete. And all it is like putting everything together and tying together the loose ends. I know we don't always have time to do stuff like that or start ahead or whatever, but when you do have the time, just really try to make it in, like fit in the time to just do a little bit each day. Because in the end, that'll just save you, from just being so overwhelmed or like running around like a chicken with its head cut off. You could have just some breathing room. The key is to work smarter, not harder. That's the goal. So my next tip would be, and I actually got this tip from my sister, is to set reminders to like check your planner or get your work done. Like sometimes we may be so on goal or having so much to do that we forget to look at our agenda or look where we wrote our assignments down, or even just check online to see what you have due. We forget that sometimes because we have so much going on. So set a reminder or something, to just help you remember to look at what you have due or look at what's coming up next week. Or like if you have like a desk or area where you sit down specifically to do your work, keep your agenda for that current week open on the desk, like where you wrote your assignments down. That's something that I would do, and it really helped me. I would keep my agenda open on my desk for the week that it is, or all my assignments due, and it was kind of easy each day to check and see, okay, do I got something due today? Nope. Or I got something due tomorrow, though. I could start working on it, something like that. So just remember to like set a reminder or just find some way to remember to just check your planner or check your upcoming assignments. My last and final tip is to reward yourself at some point throughout the semester. When you realize you've been on goal for like a week or 2 weeks straight, find some time to fit in for yourself. Find some time to refuel, whether it's just shutting down your laptop and not thinking about schoolwork for the whole day, or hanging out with friends, or going to buy yourself something, or taking yourself out, whatever the case may be. Just find some time throughout the semester to just take a breather and refuel. I know it's not always easy to find time to do that, but trust me, squeeze it in, because we have to remember to take care of our mental states. Because if we're not up to par mentally, or we're constantly feeling exhausted, then it's going to be hard to give our best to our assignments. So just take some time to just take a breather and to refuel so that you can continue being the best version of yourself, so that you can give your best to your assignments and to your schooling and everything like that. That's all for my tips, y'all. I hope I helped somebody out with one of these tips. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're in college and you have some tips and some tricks that you do to get through the semester and just secure the A, then definitely leave them down in the comments for myself and others to check out, because we are all just trying to get through this college thing and get our degrees. So why not help each other out? And yeah, that is it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can get notified every single time I post a new video. Remember to share this video, and we are on the road to 5K subscribers, y'all. Let's get it. I love every single one of y'all, and I will see y'all in my next video.